Hey guys, it's Canadian and today we're doing a video blah blah blah. Hey guys, it's Canadian and today's video is going to be a little bit different. There's not going to be any gameplay in this, but I still think it will be very helpful to you, so please give it a view. Today we're going to be talking about outside statistics that can help improve your Zarya play. So what we have on the screen here is my overbuff profile, and these are my stats as Zarya this season. So the calculation that I'm going to show you is how to estimate how much damage you are blocking for each barrier that you use. So the way that we're going to do this is you're going to take damage blocked and projected barriers. So most people would just do damage block divided by projected barriers, but that's not actually correct, because for every projected barrier you probably have at least one personal shield. So what you need to do is you need to double this number. So 19.56 rounded to 20, my number of barriers is about 40. And so if I do have 40 barriers and 5,244 damage, what we can do is go 5244 divided by 40, and bam, my average damage blocked per barrier is 131, which is actually like really good, because when you divide that by how much damage you can block per barrier, you're getting about 65.5% barrier efficiency in terms of damage blocked. Now, if you want to turn that into how much energy you get per barrier, you go back, so I just divided by 200, so times by 200, you take how much damage you're blocking per barrier and you divide that by 5, because for every 5 damage you get 1 point of energy. So each of my barriers gives me about 26 energy, which is over, again, like we showed, 50%, it's about 65%. So is that correct? That doesn't sound right. 26 divided by 40? Oh yeah, 40. I've just derped. I was like, wait, maximum barriers is 50. And I was like, how is 26 65% of 50? Derp, I just flashed back to the good old days where you get 50 energy a barrier. So guys, that's the calculation. We'll go ahead and do it again on my other accounts. This is my alt account, Canadian. So same thing. We're going to take 2182. Which, about 22, so double 22 you get 44, so 5473 divided by 44, you get my average damage blocked per barrier is about 124. You can divide this by 200 to see my efficiency in terms of damage blocked versus total possible, right? I'm doing 120 whatever out of 200, or you can divide it by 5 to see how much energy you get per barrier. I'm getting about 24.8, so very close to my main account. And then if you don't use overbuff at all, the closest thing that you can do on Master Overwatch is you can take your projected barriers per minute, and again just times it by 2, and divide your block per minute by that number. So we're going to do, and I'm not going to round here, we're not going to round on this one, this over a bit. So we have 3.15 times 2, so we have 851 divided by 6.3, so I'm blocking, again, 135.79. We'll bust open another calculator and we'll do the overbuff one again for this account. So on Master Overwatch it says 135. Come back here because I already forgot what it was. We'll get really exact here. 39.12. So 5244 divided by 39.12, 134. So as you see, guys, it's very close. In terms of estimating, how much you're getting out of your barriers while you are playing a match. So let's go ahead and compare the Canadian overbuff to Canadian Master Overwatch. So come back here, we've got let's see again, 2182 times 2, 4364, so 5473 divided by 4264, I think that's what I said, 128.355. Come to Master Overwatch for Canadian, we have 202, so that's not 202, not divided, times 2, so 404, So 506 divided by 4.04, and again 125. So again, a little like not. I think personally, the overbuff is a lot better because it tells you per game, and Master Overwatch tells you per minute. But again, guys, this is a tool that you can use to determine, you know, some more barrier math about your playstyle. If you're a really greedy Zarya and then you come and do this and see you're only getting like 75 damage barrier, you might want to rethink how you're being a greedy Zarya, because you can really be maximizing your barriers so you're using less barriers to get more charge. And then if you are trying to be a selfless Zarya and protect your team, and you notice that your numbers are still pretty low, that means, you know, even though you're being reserved with your barriers, that maybe here and there you're not protecting anyone with them, or not protecting them as much as you could be. So the last thing I want to mention is, you know, what is a good, you know, damage blocked stat to go for? I'm gonna say, let's see. I was gonna say about 55%, which is 110. So I think, you know, 100 is probably, I would hope that you strive for 100 damage blocked per barrier, right? So again, if you do this calculation, hopefully you guys are at or near 100, because then you're getting 50% value out of every barrier. That's pretty respectable. Now, I think 110 is, you're doing, you know, very well. Honestly, when I did this for myself, like you guys just saw, I had like 130, 125. I was honestly surprised, but because I play very selfless Zarya and I really want every barrier to matter, and you know, just the numbers kind of show that I'm blocking a lot of damage with most of my barriers. Now, again, like you see, if you go back to overbuff, I don't have many barriers, you know, in a match, or about 40 if you look at this, and again, per minute, only 3, even on this Canadian account, which has, you know, a ton of Zarya games this season. I'm only doing 2 barriers a minute because I'm sitting on my barriers because of my preferred playstyle, the selfless style. But that doesn't mean that you're not blocking damage, and whenever you're blocking this damage, you're getting energy. So yeah, well, my average energy, you know, right, just 2 barriers per minute, it's not really a lot of energy. I'm getting plenty from each barrier. So again, quality over quantity. You know, you can get a little bit of energy with a lot of barriers, or get a lot of energy with a few barriers. And I think the latter is better, because then your barrier has more uptime, and then you can use it as needed when someone needs it. So guys, that's it for this video. Hope you like it. I'm really curious as to your guys's, you know, barrier statistics. If you feel brave and you want to share them, feel free to put your numbers below in the comments. And if you're feeling extra brave, go ahead and put a link to your overbuff profile so we can just verify. Put those guys in the comments. I'm really curious, you know, what your barrier numbers are. And again, use this to help you kind of hone your playstyle. So this is one way to kind of zone in on something on your play that could be better or is already doing very well. So again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Discord. All those links are in the description, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Thanks for sticking around till the end of the video. Check out these 2 other videos on the left hand side, and be sure to subscribe by clicking that button on the right. If you like all of this stuff, you can follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Discord, and of course YouTube. All the links will be in the description below. Again, thanks so much for watching, guys, and have a good one.